What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is the Joyful Sojourn, and today's video is gonna be a surprise to both of us. I will either just unbox this planner Kate order. This was part of her 9 or 10 year anniversary sale, so everything in the shop was 40% off. So I did a little bit of damage, and this could be a little bit longer if I make this into kind of a 0.2 second edition of my video from a week or two ago where I talked about my Discbound storage, and I flipped through all of my Discbound storage albums and shared some of my all of my functional sticker sheets, individual sticker sheets. And I talked through that video about how I'm going back and forth. I always go back and forth with how to organize it. And depending on how I'm feeling, once we get through this box, if I'm feeling inspired, then we might actually do some reorganizing. I've got my label maker here. I've got some vellum if I want to decorate the front cover of the Discbound albums, and we might move some stickers around. So, oh, and what else do I have? I also have my punch. I've got loose stickers that I have not found a place for. I've got stuff all over my desk. So let's start with this Planner Kate order and see if we're still having fun after going through it. If we are, I need to make sure, I want to make sure I have everything within reach, because I will often get started and then realize I'm missing something. Okay, I do have my cutting board here. Okay, so I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. Let's get into it. I did place a Planner Kate order because I wanted another disc album, and most of my Discbound albums are from Poi and Hun. I love my Poi and Hun albums, but there are other shops that do Discbound storage, including Planner Kate, and she has, oh gosh, 3 or 4 options, I think, that fit her sticker sheets, and some of her sticker sheets are similar to other sized sticker shops. So I picked up, I think, 2 albums. I can't remember. We're going to open this up together. And then, of course, I picked up some stickers. But yeah, I'm always looking for a good sale when I get my storage stuff. I can't pay full price. This hobby that I have, and even what I share on my platforms for work, it is expensive for me, just as it is expensive for everybody else. And in this season where I do not work outside the home anymore, I have to be really conscious about, what investments I'm making. So 40% off was very tempting. So I kind of did a little bit of damage, and I hadn't done some shopping in a minute, so I went for it. So let's get into it. Really nice packaging here. Love the colors, love a good navy. Also, like, this is reusable, so I love some reusable papers. I'm going to lift this up and pull out my invoice. And let's see. Ooh, so the cool thing about also doing things or getting things during a sale is you get tons of freebies, and she had like an anniversary sampler. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. Oh, you know what I just forgot and then remembered? You know what I just remembered that I had forgot? I got some Laurel Denise kits. And I've talked about this before. I'm not a big kit person. I think that they're great when you are in a pinch and you want, a little bit of color in your planner. It's kind of fun to, put things together, kind of like a puzzle. But for me, I'm really like a creative planner, a decorative planner from an artistic standpoint. And so for me, kits kind of remove that artistic element to it. For me personally, I'm no hate. So I don't typically go for kits, but I did want to see how her kits fit in the Laurel Denise planner. So I grabbed only sheets that I thought would be functional for me that I would use. So I didn't really get decorative sheet kits. And the way that Planner Kate's kits work is she has like a whole collection. There's like decorative headers, then there's like functional icons and boxes, and there's multiple sheets in a kit. And you can get the whole kit or you can get individual sticker sheets. And I'm glad she does that, because then I could get the ones that I would actually use. So that's what we did. So let's take a look. Let's look at the albums first. Oh, I forgot I got this too. Okay, so I picked up 2 5x8 albums because I felt like they would be the most relevant or useful to me and the sticker sheet sizes that I have. And you can get refills for this. You can get bigger discs if you want to. But I just went with the full-size album because of the pricing on it. And yeah, so this is the 5x8 album. And I picked the one that has the full sheet panels. The full side opening. And it only opens on one side, but that's fine by me. I can just put two sticker sheets back to back in here. And I'm just curious, I've got these sticker sheets from Jane's Agenda, and yeah, these are gonna fit just fine. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start putting in some specialty deco sheets in albums like this. So this guy, let me see if I've got the info. So this is the 5x8 album. I want to say there were 30 in here, 30 pockets, which of course you can do double-sided, so 60 sheets, maybe more. You could probably put like 4 sheets in here. You just won't be able to see what's behind each one. And I don't remember what the default disc size is. I will link Planner Kate down below. I'm not an affiliate for her, but there are discount codes that you can find online, but I will link it down below for your information with what the disc size is. So here's the first one, and then I got a second one in the same dimension. So this is still, I believe, a 5x8, but she calls this the add-on disc album. So it's literally, guys, it's exactly the same. They're both 5x8s, but what's different is the inserts on the inside. Even the disc sizes are the same. So exactly the same, but the difference for this one is that the inserts are sized for her add-on sheets, and that's basically half of your full kind of side loading pocket. And I feel like these would have been a good size for, let me see, I'm not going to put JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop stickers in here, but I wonder if I have a similar sized, yeah, like these sheets, this size sheet is going to fit in here. So we'll play around with this in a little bit, see what sticker sheets are going to fit. But so I like the 5x8 size, and I like these sizes of sections. I feel like there are a decent amount of sticker sheets that fit here. I have, let me see if I can grab, let's see. So that is a sterling ink. Obviously that's not going to fit, but here's the deal. So like Sterling Ink, for example, has sheets, and this is one of these albums will be a Sterling Ink album. Like on its own, I want the whole brand separate. This is a conversation I had in the last video about how I go back and forth between wanting to separate stickers by brand and separating stickers by type. And I think for the most part, I want to stick with type, but when it comes to specific brands like JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, Sterling Ink, and maybe Proud Sticker Design, I kind of want them to be separate because I know what I have with them and I like know what I'm looking for. So the idea behind getting two 5x8s but getting one with the add-on inserts is that these are the same size inserts as these. So everything will fit perfectly, mixing and matching the inserts. So with Sterling Ink, for example, you're going to have sheets like this that are bigger that I'll put in here. And then let me grab one of these packs. And then she's got these smaller sheets that will fit in these ones. See that? And because I think some of my Poi and Hun albums are different sizes, I had different sized inserts under the same discs, and sometimes that can be kind of annoying. So I like that since they're both 5x8s and one is the side loading and one is the add-on size, I can put them on the same discs and like mix and match whatever inserts I need for the size of sticker. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, and maybe we will do a little bit of sorting. Maybe, at the very least, maybe I'll do some, I'll set up the Sterling Ink album at the very least today. So anyways, those are the albums that I picked up, and we can do a comparison with the Poi and Hun in a little bit, but let's keep looking through my purchase, since that's maybe why you clicked. I did pick up this guy. These are heavily discounted, I think because she is planning on getting rid of this design, which is great because I don't really like albums like this. And this is much bigger than I was thinking. But I do have samplers, a lot of samplers in this dimension, and they take up way too much space, in my opinion, in my Discbound albums, and I just don't like it. So this was, I don't know, let me see if I can find the pricing on this. Actually, there's no pricing on this. I don't know how much this was, but this is the sampler album, and it's a 9x6. And obviously I'm a big fan of the disc system because I can move things in and out. But if they're all samplers and they're all from Planner Kate, I'm okay with them being in here. So maybe I'll just label this on the side and keep this kind of propped up on my desk. But the idea being, of course, where's the openings? Okay, so they're on the left side, or am I upside down? No. Definitely right side up. I think I probably would start actually populating them from the center and then moving out, because it's kind of hard to, it's kind of awkward. So I did pick this up specifically for my Planner Kate samplers. She does have a disc-bound album for the sampler, so if I wanted to keep all the discbound stuff going, I can do that with these, but I just didn't want to spend more money on samples, on sample sticker storage. I hope that makes sense to y'all. But okay, so let me move this stuff out of the way, and we'll populate this at the end of the video. Let's just get through my stickers. So here is our freebie sampler pack, and these are really cute. I always forget to use samples. I think because I'm, assuming I'm going to need like a bunch of stickers for a spread or whatever, and I want everything to be cohesive. It can be hard to think to grab like a little sample. Like it's not going to have enough of what I need. But actually, this has a pretty good amount. This is a budget-related sticker sheet. There's a good number of stickers on there. And the number up at the top is what the sticker is. So if I'm flipping through these and you're like, wow, I really like it, just look this up over at Planner Kate. So V46. Then we have, holidays. So this is S1580. These are all paper. V1. DG, and then there's a dash. I'm guessing like each girl has a different sticker sheet depending on what you want. So she's doing laundry, she's vacuuming, she's gardening. Like, what is that? She's drinking wine, canceled plans. So DG, and then whatever the activity is you're looking for. And then we have S1810 and 1811. So I'm guessing one sheet is hearts, the other sheet is stars. V3. Another budgeting one. Month 140 and 141. I like that font. I do like Planner Kate's fonts. She has several options available, which I think is really nice. V49 for these flags. S1597 for time blocking. And then little laundry deco. S1786. So these are all little samples that I'm going to put in this sampler guide. And I think this was like $4, something like that. And that's why I was like, okay, I can do $4 in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so we've got our business card. PK Love 20. I think that is always her discount code. And what's cool about the PK Love is that she does various sales throughout the week, and those sales are automatically applied in the cart. And when sales are automatically applied to the cart, it means there is plenty of space open in the code box, and that's where you can put PK Love. So it would be an additional 20% off whatever item is on sale that week. So keep that in mind if you're a savvy shopper like I am. Okay, so we've got a couple different sizes of sticker sheets, and this is, I think, really helpful to see because she does have like all the different sizes, which is why her albums are different sizes. So I got stickers for filling up the tank, and I'm putting this on my monthly budget layout because I want to see how often are we filling up our tanks, both me and Josh's vehicles. We are trying to spend way more close attention to our expenses across the board, and knowing how frequently we need to fill up the tank is really, really good. So we want to track that. My one complaint, let me just say this. My one complaint with Planner Kate, none of her stickers are offered in clear. 0. So if you're seeing all these on paper and going, oh, like, I love those, but I'll get them in clear. Y'all, I would get them in clear if I could, but I have not seen a single clear sticker. If I am wrong, please correct me and tell me where I can find them. They are all on paper. On the one hand, I think that's a sound business decision because it keeps things super streamlined, super easy, and you can ensure that the quality is excellent and the same across the board on all your stickers. You're using the same sticker paper. But if you are looking for clear stickers, Planner Kate is not the shop to go to, and she could be missing out on a lot of sales from people that would otherwise choose her for her icons, but won't because they're on paper. So just wanted to get that out there. The other thing I wanted to point out is there's always a margin here on the left side for her sheets, and those are for punching, so you can add them to any sort of disc album if you want to. You can add them directly into your planner if you're more likely to use them that way. And then if you're not going to use them, you can always use the whole strip, peel it off, and use it like washi tape. So you've got, bonus sticker pattern here if you want. Okay, so gas tank 1031. Pick that up. I've been listening to more audiobooks lately, and I thought these would be fun icons to snag. This is I1025. And then these are cute little bubble bath stickers. I don't take bubble baths, but my baby does. So this is BW162. And I thought this would be a fun way to just remind myself of the days that Esther took a bath. We're not on a regular bath schedule. Like, people have like Tuesdays are bath time. Like, we kind of ebb and flow based on what she needs. And so I want to be able to log that in my planner. Also, one thing I like about these, I can see the top section have different colored hearts. So if you wanted to color code, you could. But then the bottom, I would guess third of these, there are hearts, but they are not colored in. So if you want to keep it neutral, you can do that as well. So those were some of the icons that I picked up. Then this is, wait, did I order? Yeah, I did order that. Okay, so this is the 10-year sampler. I don't know if she's going to make this available for purchase, but this was a free item in the order during the anniversary sale. And this is a really great way to take a look at what she has. I love the colorway, and you'll see that's true based on what I purchased. But I love seeing the days of the week stickers. We've got boxes, a couple different options. We've got some icons, flags. I love these boxes. Those are pretty. Additional days of the week where you can put the date of the week. We've got some scribbles here. Her aesthetic is really nice. I think it's beautiful, and I'm a big fan of the dashes and dots around colored headers. So I think that looks really cute, and I love the little doodles as well. So that's a fun sampler, and it's going to match so well with some of these other items I picked up. So I grabbed some of these stickers that are just header stickers, V69D. Really like these neutral colors. I just think that they are super cute and very much on trend with the sampler. So I was onto something with that. Also, look at these additional patterns we have for the washi strips. So that is fun. I picked up this workout tracker in the A5 size, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use it, but this is one giant sheet, and it's one giant sticker. I thought that this could be great to have in my Hemlock and Oak planner that I set up for 2025. I forgot that I had purchased this, and actually along the same lines, I also picked up a reading log. These are full sheet stickers, and I really like creating my own kind of Bujo style bookshelves. I even have some bookshelf stickers here from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, but sometimes you just want to lay a full sticker down and call it good, and I really like these. I think she did a good job, and I'm curious to see how they fit in the Hemlock and Oak planner. So stay tuned for December when I am finalizing my planner stack and getting those set up. I just think stickers like this do really well in those book bound, excuse me, book bound style planners. Hold on, let me grab. Obviously, you can put these in a happy planner. You can put them in any Discbound planner. This would also work really well in your Laurel Denise planners as well. But yeah, I'm just thinking this could be an easy way to set up a bullet journal as well, or a book bound planner. So I got the reading log. That's the STK 166B in the A5 size, which means if it says A5, there must be other sizes. I just can't remember. And then STK 199B, also in the A5 size. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Talking too much. I hope that you are planning with me or eating some snacks and having a good time. Let's keep going. I got some pill stickers. I have a lot of pill stickers, but I'm just trying to stay motivated with taking my medication. And this is just a fun way to do it. This is a habit tracker. So you could use a little dot pen or just take a pen and X or check mark when you take your medication. And I think this was the AM PM option. So this is STK 127 and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So there are 2 rows of 7 and you can do a couple things with it. Now I have to take my metformin in the morning and at night. So I could put this on a weekly spread and then I check off when I take it off, when I take it in the morning and when I take it at night, top and bottom. But maybe you take 2 medications and so you mark off maybe 2 medications a day if you wanted to do that. So I kind of like that there's the stacked option there if you are tracking AM and PM meds. This, okay, so portrait. Okay, so now we're getting into the Laurel Denise stickers. These colors look a little different than I was expecting. So let me set these aside. Okay, so let's start with, oh wait. I'm starting with size. So I picked up 2 sheets for the Laurel Denise mini horizontal and I stuck with the sheets that were the most functional because again, I want to decorate myself, but I'm not opposed to decorative dating with colorful dating stickers or these functional boxes. I'm so curious to see how they fit inside my horizontal planner. That is the one I'm using for wellness. So this is kit 630 T14C. I think this was the July kit, so it was very like 4th of July-ish, but I was looking specifically at each individual color. I might not do a spread that has all of these all together, you know, outside of the 4th of July or the month of July, but certainly I would use this blue color, or I would use this pink color or this color in February around Valentine's Day. So I was looking at each individual color, and I would recommend doing that whenever you look at kits. Don't, you know, you might be dissuaded from getting a kit because you don't like how all the colors look together, or you might think it's too themed. Instead, look at it by colors. So I've got a pretty navy option. I have kind of a corally red option. I have a light blue option and a light pink option. And I liked this variety of the 4 colors. This next one, very jewel tone-esque. This is kit 640 T14C, also for the mini horizontal from Laurel Denise. And again, I just wanted to see these jewel tone colors, this deeper blue, more of a teal color, maroon, and then 2 different, this is like a mauve color, and that's kind of more of a dusty pink. So collectively, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, did I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 10 different colors. I need to branch out a little bit. I didn't realize these were so similar, but I've got 10 different colors of boxes and days of the week that I can play around with in my planner. And maybe I'll use one of these next week. So if you're seeing this the week of August 4th, then perhaps my wellness planner, the Laurel Denise mini horizontal wellness planner, will have these stickers. What's the week after the 4th? Well, the week after August 4th, you'll see me using these. So excited to see how those fit. Then I picked up this. Now these are for the Laurel Denise portrait planner. And I did not get date related stickers because I'm not really redating that thing. I don't want to decorative date it. I think it would be way too busy. I really cared the most about seeing how the boxes fit. And so I got the sticker sheets for the kits that had the most boxes. I hope this strategy makes sense. It might not make sense to you, but it does to me. So the first one is kit 640 T8 for the Laurel Denise portrait. And again, I was looking mostly what's going to give me the most boxes. These stickers are super cute. These are functional icons. I'm using this planner for social media, so these are going to have to go somewhere else. I'm not going to use these in my Laurel Denise portrait planner, but they're cute little icons and I can use them somewhere else, and I will do that. But I just really wanted all of these boxes and they look cool. We'll see how they go. Here is kit 636 T8. And I think this was a summer kit. And obviously these colors together are very summery, but I was, again, looking individually at what sheets are going to give me the most variety in color. And then the last sheet is 641 T8. And this is definitely getting us into the fall season. So I've already decorated for August. Maybe I use this for September, this for October. This guy waits for the spring. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to see how these stickers fit in my portrait planner. So those are all of the items that I picked up from the Planner Kate sale. I'm excited to see how these kits work. These are not going to get any action until the end of the year. But here's the thing. I always try to think in advance of what I potentially could want from a shop. And then I buy it when there's like a big sale. So this was an anniversary. I look out for anniversary sales. And then I wait to buy stuff until the week of Thanksgiving for Black Friday, because these shops are going to have big sales and that would be a good time to pick up things. The only catch is that it's possible you might not receive those items in, the time that you want to be able to set up your planners before the start of the year. So I would keep an eye out for sales while you can. So let's see, let's move these guys out of the way. And we are going to take a look again at my current disc albums, and we'll do a little comparison. How are we doing? Should we keep going? I kind of feel like we should keep going. I'm going to keep going. So I'm not going to do anything with this. This has all of my small... Did I show this in the last video? I'm not sure. I think I got this from Stylish and Minimal Co. It's got all my little cloth and paper guys. So we're not going to do anything with that. Although I wonder... Just curious. No, they will not fit the samplers. That's okay. So this is where I keep all of my albums. Again, if you have not seen my flip through video of this, I will link that down below so you can see it. These guys are my favorites. I just love these albums so much. We're not going to do anything with this. Set that one aside. And I want to see how the Planner Kate compares to the Poi and Hun. Now, I think... Okay, so I think my dating album is a Planner Kate. This is where it would have been good that it would have been good not to peel off the sticker, but I did. And then I think this is the OG, excuse me, the OG Poi and Hun album. Hold on, I need another sip of water. So, OG Poi and Hun album, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for the Planner Kate. And as such, let's just look at the planner and lifestyle for a second. I'm curious. So all these inserts are also from Poi and Hun. Yeah, I think this is Poi and Hun, because if we compare it to Planner Kate, you can see the size difference. So we've got a good inch. They're an inch shorter. So you can mix and match. Like, it's okay that it doesn't have the same number of punches, but I've been starting to get pretty darn frustrated with the different sizes of inserts, and also having my these guys, the Planner Kate and the Proud Sticker Design, in these albums without protectors when so many other sheets have protectors. So I think this is going to be a project I have to do mostly offline, because it'll probably take me hours to sort through these things, and it's probably something I'll want to do in the living room. But I think we should do the Sterling Ink album and the freebie albums, because I know I want to get those set up and I know what I'm doing with those. So let's first just get rid of the, or take care of the freebie guys, and then we'll set up the Sterling Ink, and we'll even make that one pretty, putting some vellum in the front cover and labeling it with my label maker. But first, let's get the freebies done. So I want to take out all of my freebies from this guy, which I think I have, yeah. And some of these I think are from Page and Ink. Is that the brand? And I got them years ago. Yeah, Page and Ink. And I bet these will fit. That's Planner Kate. Wait, here's Page and Ink. I don't think that shop is open anymore on Etsy, but I love freeing up these protectors for other stickers. These worked, but I am happy to have some space back. Okay, was that all my freebies? I mean, I've got these like smaller ones that aren't Planner Kate. That one fit? I think it might. I might need to trim it. I might do that. Look at these other ones. Ooh, that could be good for journaling cards. And then we've got a Stylish and Minimal Co. We can put that in. Okay. Any other ones? I think we'll, wait, let's see if these guys will fit. I might need to trim these down a little bit. Brooklyn Sweets. I don't think it's a shop anymore. Talked about that in my last video. And man, High Paper Clouds aesthetic is so good. I love it so much. That's a nice quality freebie sheet. I'm going to see if I can get that to fit in there. And then these are like the old cloth and paper stickers. These are the ones that I feel like I need to destash. But these will fit, so we'll put those in there. Any other teeny tiny stickers? These guys, oh, here's a freebie. Oh, but I kind of like them with the mini icons. I'm going to leave this. Ooh, but even, okay, now I'm just curious. Hold on, guys. Will the teeny stickers from Tyrion? No, unless I cut them, which I could do. But again, that is a project for another day. So let's just get the freebie album set up. And at the very least, we can say that that's done. So we've got weather related. We've got icons, boxes, budget, boxes, time. Let's see. I want to try to keep everything together. Time, calendaring, boxes. Those are cute doodles. So doodles, that's probably like that. These are boxes, 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 weather. These are the Page and Ink ones. Weather, weather, budgeting. I had a calendaring one. Oh, it's right here. Calendaring, boxes, boxes, doodles, and then we've got the miscellaneous stuff. Okay, so let's pull this guy back over, and I kind of feel like doing the time ones first. Let me see. They're not open on both sides, so And I think I have plenty of room to do these individually. So I think I'm going to start with doing them individually. I've got my time. It's going to be weird doing it that way though. And calendaring. This is so personal preference, but like, do I want them to go this way or this way? I don't know. I'm sure as soon as I stop filming, I'll be like, nope, I think I'd rather do them the other way. So we've got calendaring themed and budget themed. And then I guess what I'll do is if I have, I think I want to do them this way. So I pull them out by the foot. Is anybody else like particular like that? I am super particular. Something, I feel like these are upside down. So we're going to do foot first. It even feels weird starting these pages in the center, but they're the most, oh wait, those were already foot first. There we go. It feels weird, but yet it also feels right to kind of start this way. I don't know why. This just feels so like not right. You know what I mean? So we've got those guys. Let's do, yeah, I don't think I want to, got my weather. Let me just see how this feels if I double up. I would just have to remember to go like this. I've got room, so I'm just going to do these on their own. And then if, you know, in a year I have so many freebies that I need to rearrange, I will do that. Oh, but that feels like such a waste. I'm going to do it for now, but I just know I'm going to end up changing it. But we're just going to go with it. So we've got weather, calendaring and budget. Now boxes, maybe I should just preemptively do the boxes. Make sure these are all staying the right way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have enough. Oh man, this album is so weird because I do want to open this and see the boxes. So I'm going to do it. Make sure I'm doing this the right way. Oh, it's so weird, you guys. I don't like it. I don't like it. If I want it to be that way, then I need to put it in head first. Yep, okay. We're going to do head first on these. And then they will look accurate when we flip the page. Yep. Oh, this is funky. I probably should have just bought the disc album or just kept all the freebies together, but it just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't just leave them in a box on my desk. I needed to organize them in some fashion. Oh, okay, let's just do this while we're here. Sorry, guys. We'll get to the fun part in just a minute, I promise. So how did we say we wanted to do it? If we want it to be like this, then we've got to insert it head first. Is that what we said? Yep, head first. Head first. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do. If you've got the resources and if you have the financial resources and you have a lot of freebies, sweet niblets. Get the disc album version of this. Don't get this one. That's probably why this one's been clearanced for so long. I'm glad that she's upgraded to the Discbound because this is no bueno. I have a feeling I'm going to hate this thing. This album might end up in my D-stash pile. All right, so we've got our weather, calendaring, times, boxes. All right, doodles. Head first, right? first, head first, head first. Oh, that works. And we'll do these icons here too. I'm not even sure I want to fiddle with these guys in here. I don't think I can do it. I think that's going to bother me too much. I'm going to set these aside for a rainy day, figure out what I want to do with those. So there we go. I mean, I can't say I like this. I should have splurged on the album, or, you know, waited until I had more freebies or sticker sheets of this dimension. Because I think this is going to bother me, and I don't think I'm going to grab for this. So I'm glad I set this up, just, you know, for you guys to see what did and didn't work. Let's pivot over to setting up a sterling ink album using these new Planner Kate albums. Now, the one thing I keep going back and forth on is whether or not I want to, you know, do brand versus element. And this is my dating album, so everything kind of date related. And I do have a good number of sterling ink date stickers, but I just think I want to keep sterling ink together, and that includes date stickers. I will know and remember that if I want to date and I want to use sterling ink, I will know to go to sterling ink. So I'm not worried about forgetting that. So I'm going to go ahead and go through my dating album and pull out. This is what's so great about Discbound, is you can so easily just pull things out. I'm going to go through and find all of my sterling ink sticker sheets, and we're going to add them into the sterling ink album. Ooh, and I can separate some of these. Actually, I don't need to, because these are all the same. But anywhere where I have like sheets kind of doubled up, I can separate them a little bit more if I need to. Okay, I think that's everything from sterling ink. So the next big one, maybe I'll do that over on Instagram, is figuring out how I want to organize the Proud Sticker Design stickers. Do I want to keep punching them for discs, or do I want to put them in protectors, and do I want to separate them out by brand or keep them by type? So one thing at a time. And looks like we have a Runaway Lauren Phelps Designs sheet, which I need to find a good spot for. This looks good. Put it right here. I have been really wanting to dress these up. So the way all of my Discbound albums have been set up is I've just put a piece of paper in the front with what's on it, and it's not fancy or anything like that. So today we're going to make at least the sterling ink one look a little bit more fancy. So let's grab all of the sterling ink stickers that I have. And they're all right now in kits, which is nice, but they can be separated. I can mix and match. Let's see, is that all of them? And just a heads up, I don't think I have, I think I only have 2 sterling ink flip through unboxings here on my channel. And I'm not a regular subscriber to her box. I just buy the box one-offs if I like the aesthetic. And then I will also go on places like Poshmark and Mercari and see if I can find individual sticker sheets, or like if someone is destashing or something like that, I'll buy gently used secondhand. So just a little tip for you. So okay, this is gonna get fun. Are we ready? So what I'm gonna do is, let's do one kit at a time. And wait a second. Oh yeah, I forgot that I did this. Actually, this is what we're gonna do. So I have 2 albums, right? They're both 5x8s. I'm gonna take off all of these, okay? I'm gonna take off all of the inserts. We're going to start with a blank notebook, and then I have somewhere around here, I don't know if these discs are any, these are 28 millimeter discs. These are from Planner Kate. I also have discs from Point Hun. These ones are a little bigger. Let's do a little comparison shopping for a second. I don't know if these are actually 28. I mean, they must be. Those are super big. And then is this one, how similar are we? Oh, it's definitely bigger. I think we're gonna upgrade these discs to the, I think this is gonna be way too big. I don't know what it is. I have, you know, a ton of Happy Planner discs, and when it comes to Discbound planning, I much prefer a metal disc. But when it comes to these albums with the clear covers, the frosted covers, oh, that's the other thing with the Point Hun ones, is you can choose a frosted cover or a clear cover, just so you know. I choose frosted. I don't know. I just feel like it looks nice in this, for this purpose. But when it comes to these, I just prefer the clear discs over metal discs or colored discs. It just has a cleaner aesthetic. So I will always have a stock of these guys. I mean, they don't look super nice when you just look at them individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna put this is where things get kind of dicey. I'm gonna peel this off because I don't want to confuse myself when I grab this bag in a year, thinking those are 28 millimeter. But yeah, I just like the clear discs with these. I just think it's a nice aesthetic, and I like having all of these match, like my stack of albums being all matchy-matchy. I just need to make sure when I'm picking my vellums, make them look a little bit different, and then I'm going to label them, and then I'll be able to tell them apart. Now these covers, this plastic is heavy duty, but you got to be real careful putting these on. I probably should do them one at a time, but I'm feeling a little lazy. Okay, so this is going to be my Sterling Ink album, and actually before we do these guys, should we pick a vellum? So these are all Sterling Ink vellums. They're so pretty. And I was thinking it would be nice to trim one down and have it be like a little peekaboo moment on the other side. And then I have my label maker, and I put in white on black tape because I thought that could look kind of crisp. So should we do it? Should we add some vellum on here? I think we should. I want this to be pretty darn close to the size of the cover. So I'm going to use this guy. Actually, do I want to do it this way? Well, we know the album's 5 by 8, so let's just try to be good at math right now. So I'm going to take this vellum. We are going to grab my cutting board. This is the Fiskars cutting board. And, okay, I need to create a flat surface. So we said 5 by 8, right? So I'm going to go to the 5 for the width. And we're going to trim here. That looks narrow. That is way too narrow. Did I cut it the wrong way? Oh, sweet niblets. I did. I definitely cut it the wrong way. Dang it! This is why we can't... This is why Elizabeth doesn't do math. I thought we said it was 5 by 8. I did. I cut it the wrong way. Sweet niblets. What did I miss, you guys? I'm short an inch. Oh, because that's one right there. No, that can't be right. This is why we go old school and why I will not be homeschooling my child. It is a running joke in my family that I still don't know my multiplication tables. That's a bummer. I'm going to have to use this in a journaling spread soon because that paper is gorgeous. I'm super disappointed that I cannot use it for this. Could use this one with the figs or lemons. The lemon's kind of pretty. Should we do the lemon? Let's do the lemon. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to go old school. And so here's the thing. What did I miss here? So that's at the 6. Okay. Well, all right. Everybody pray for me. Maybe the 5x8 is actually the size of the sheet, not the album itself. I bet that's it. So once that gets punched, that is going to be a lot better. Okay, and then height-wise, do I want to lose the border? I mean, I'm going to no matter what. So am I okay with having some border up at the top, but not at the bottom? Doesn't have to be perfect. Some of y'all are rolling over in your graves right now. I think that's good enough. Hold on. Look at the height. Oh, we are definitely going over a little bit. I'm going to see if I can trim this a little bit right there. Let's see how it's fitting. I'm trying to account for the punch as well. They're definitely still just a little bit too long. Go right there. Okay, so let's see how this fits. And then I'm never doing math in front of you guys again, so I can just feel the judgment. Okay, let's open this guy up. This is the Lavender Punch. You guys, this is a pretty penny, but this would be one of those items if you do a lot of printables, if you do a lot of Franken planning, if you like doing the kind of stuff I like to do. When we get closer to the holiday season, go over to the Lavender website and see if their punch goes on sale, because my goodness, this thing is awesome. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it does have different measurements, but I never trust them. So I always look to see what's going to get me to 8 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But are we going to get the top punched a little bit? I'm a little bit nervous about that. If we go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Maybe I'm better off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It wants to give me 9. So I'm going to open this up a little bit more. Basically removing the guide. Try to get as close as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we're eyeballing it here. Hoping I don't ruin this guy. Like a butter. Let's see how this fits. a little nervous. Works for me. I could also trim the corners if I want to kind of round this out a little bit. This is the We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile. And just to kind of fine tune this thing, I'm just going to barely trim off these corners. This one it doesn't like because it's got a little bit of a disc punch at the end. Let's see if this guy does better. I've had a hard time with this tool. There we go. I'm just not very good at it. But it's got two different sizes of corner punches. See, I always nick it just off. Somebody has a trick for me, you let me know. Okay, so we're gonna throw this guy in, and if I want to diffuse, look how pretty that is already. If I want to diffuse the label maker label, I could put it here, but I kind of think I want to put it at the front. So I'm gonna turn this guy on. This is the Brother P-Touch label maker. I've had it for years and I love it. So this is sterling ink. And I don't know what size. Ooh, that's small. Do we want to go that subtle? I mean, we could. Let me see what a bigger size would look like. So let's go to font, size. Let's see what the large looks like. I think I might. I mean, I think the small is kind of like sexy and minimalist, and I like that. I like the smaller. Let's go with the smaller. I'm going to trim it off a little bit though. I like the excess, but it's a little too excessy. So really, I can cut this straight because that's going to take away from the aesthetic. All right, we're going to have this work. We're going to make it work for now. And then populate our pages and we will be good to go. And you can just presume that what I'm doing here on camera, I'm gonna end up doing for all of my different albums. I'm gonna put vellum. It's definitely crooked. But it's very pretty. So we're gonna call this good for now. I'll probably fix that. Let me see what it looks like on the paper. Kind of like that a little bit better. That's pretty. Yep, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Now let's actually get to organization. So glad I got both of the albums with the different insert sizes. Okay, so we have, we're gonna try to do this as organized as possible. So here's our split, and then I'm gonna leave these on the discs. Here is our full sheet. And we're just gonna go collection by collection. I'm gonna keep them in collection order, but I'm gonna put them in the appropriate sized sheaves or protectors. Okay, so we've got these small ones. I need to think about my strategy with these. I might need to grab the card-sized protectors. We'll hold off on these for now, but we'll get into these guys. So I'm gonna do, again, foot first, I think. Some of these are oriented this way, which is nice. Some are oriented portrait. So I wanna make sure that these are correct. Or just not sweat it. I'm not sure. Let's just get these in, because this video is going to be super long. So I like that these little guys can be next to these bigger ones, which are going to be in the full sheet collections or protectors. So, and what I could do also is create a little label for each month so I don't forget. And I'll need to go back and see what months they were for. I think it's like April and July maybe. So maybe I'll put a little label with my label maker down at the bottom of what month they're from. Let's move this so you guys can see that a little bit better. Okay, so we've got another little guy. That in. Actually, do we still have room? We do, so I'm going to do that in here. And now we need some of these guys. The other way you could do this is by type. So like, I think there's postage stamp designs in every kit. Same with these frames. You could do like all the postage stamps together, all the frames together. But I think it's more likely that you would decorate by collection. So for now, we're going to keep these as is. And I'm just grabbing the right sheet as I go. And I could mix and match, like full sheet, small sheet, full sheet, small sheet. We've got some more small ones. Oh, and then we have these guys. I'm going to set these aside. And need another half sheet of these. So this was like a Planner Kate video turned sterling ink video. Hope that's okay. I'm just trying to get my life organized. I'm sure that Planner Kate designed these albums knowing full well that people would use other brands. But man, whoever invented the Discbound storage for stickers nailed it. I just feel like being able to move things around has been such a game changer for me. So that is everything from this collection. Let's see. Oh, the July dates. This I might need to cut down, but there's plenty of room. So let me grab this guy. Plenty of margin here to fit these in the side loading. I think that'll fit. Should keep my cutter close. And actually, I don't know if I'm going to have these for every month, but that could be one way to kind of label this is July. And put these here. Yep, I like it. And I think what I'm going to do is have all of the deco. Oh, you know what? I think I want to keep these with the dates. Have all the decos in the back and then all of the dating at the front. So I'm going to keep these here like this. And let's keep going with the deco. These are old. I'm making a mess. These are from 2022. And I'm gonna want a couple of these. Look how pretty. Gosh, I gotta use these. I have found that I do use my stickers more when I put them in albums like this. So if you're starting to feel overwhelmed by your collection, or you keep buying stuff and you're like, I have stuff I need to be using, change how you organize it, and then you will probably use it more. I feel like y'all need to see this a little bit more. How's that? That's a little bit better. Okay, so these are fun. Now these are date related. Oh, but then you know how the kits have, let me think about this for a second. I mean, these are definitely matchy-matchy with these guys. I think that for the ones that match the collections, they're going to stay together. But these, where they don't necessarily have to go with the collection, they're going to go with the date. Well, these dates are nothing like the other ones that I have, because the other ones are the washi paper, or the transparent kind of washi paper style. So I'm going to keep these all together. And these are all small, so I'm going to grab a handful of these. Maybe I'll just make sure that the date stickers are together. I'll put the dates. Dates together. And then, oh, these are so pretty. She is so good. She's such a beautiful artist. Really, really love her aesthetic. I could see where after a while, if you have a ton of sterling ink stuff, they will all start to look the same. And that is because her illustrations have an aesthetic, right? Like every artist has a style, but then she also will repeat the sticker templates, like, you know, always having the postage stamps and always having the frames and like the torn pages. So you're kind of always getting that aesthetic. And then the illustrations themselves will change. I think it's beautiful, but I could see why people would kind of start and stop their subscription from time to time. All right, so let's get to the next, before we get into all the date ones, let's keep going with these. I think this was is this the first collection I got? I can't remember. But let's get these big ones done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So we'll need 3 of the big sheets. And these are pretty. It's really fun too, organizing your stickers, because it reminds you of what you have. And then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about this sheet. I need to use it. And then you leave it out and you use it. And there's something really gratifying, like every once in a while, you're just sitting at your desk and like flipping through your collection. Let's get these little guys. I have to figure out how to do the vinyls and the little tabs. Not quite sure yet how I'm gonna make that work. I hope this is interesting and fun for you guys. You're basically watching me outwardly process. Okay, foot first, right? Is that what we said? I have noticed with some of these stickers, once you pull one off, the other ones start to catch. So be careful when you're sliding them in. I think this is the last one. Okay, so now we've got all of our sterling ink stickers separated out. The collections are still together, so that's nice. And I've got the appropriate sized pockets. And then what's cool about these guys is they were already in a Planner Kate album. So the pockets are the right size. Some of these need to be put into pockets. So this one was part of this collection, right? Is that right? That looks similar, yeah. So throw this guy here. This makes me excited to buy more sterling ink though, because I want to like fill in my album. It's bad, it's an addiction, guys. Okay, so I have all of my quarterly strips already in here. So we'll keep those in there. And then these, I just want to make sure these are all the same. These are for the weeklies. And then we have our smaller ones for monthlies. Now, if there comes a time that I have more monthly boxes and more deco stickers, then I will take these guys out and move them back into the date album. But for now, I kind of want to have all of the sterling ink stuff together. So that's what I'm going to do. These are for the monthly and weekly spreads. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, let's set that aside. And actually, I'm going to take these out because these are in a smaller protector. We'll bring in a big protector for this. If you heard a grunt, that was my dog, Sadie. She's hanging out with me today. So these are week numbers. Okay, and then we have month headers for the quarterly trackers. And week numbers for monthly spreads. These are just more abbreviated. Pop this guy in. It's really nice having different opening options for the same album. Okay, and then we'll go back to these guys. So I have these guys already. So this one is going to go in here. And these are bigger. This one go in here. Look how organized we're getting. This is so satisfying. So then we have days of the week. Did I not already have a sheath for my days of the week? Here's a days of the week one. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to add my days of the week. Put the days of the week at the beginning. This is a sampler. These are also days of the week, so we'll do those next. I had more samplers. Guess I just had the one. Okay. Put the sampler here. And then we have April, which is similar to our July. Where did I put July? There's July. We'll have them be separate. I was going to combine them. Okay, so, oh, and then we've got these ones. So this is what I was talking about, having these in the collections versus, I mean, I don't think one icon that matches like a collection has to be with the collection, because I feel like these could work with some of the other ones because, again, her aesthetic is so similar. I'm going to keep it separate, keep it with the dating stuff. So then if I want to have a more decorative font, I can do that. So I'm going to put this with my days of the week. And that makes me wonder, I know I have more days of the week. Oh, there's these ones. I'm gonna keep these here. That's like the old version. The new version, I'm gonna keep separate. Now, these guys, I do wanna put in here. So I've got, let's see, July, April, we've got our tabs. I could use one of these and just put them all together. Maybe I'll just do that. These are so thin. And then I'll just have to pull out the whole stack. I'm going to do the same thing with the tabs. Keep all the tabs together. I'm going to put the tabs and these decorative ones on the line between the deco stickers and the date stickers. Put these right here, which means I'm also going to take this sheet and put this here. So it's transitioning me into the deco stuff. Oh man, these journaling cards are so pretty. And then I've got these smaller ones. I just really don't want to grab, because I do have, like if I go back in here, not this one. Where's the, oh, this guy? No, health and, is it the health and lifestyle one? Where I have different, like I have these card-sized ones. I don't remember where this protector came from. I mean, I don't want to mix and match. I don't like the height difference, but it would be nice for these journaling cards. Although I have a space in my drawer for journaling cards. And since they're not stickers, actually this might be a sticker. That's a sticker, but it's old. I'm gonna set these ones aside because they're not stickers. They're more like journaling cards. And then maybe, they're gonna be hard to pull out. They're gonna be hard to pull out and I'm probably not gonna use them. So I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna stick with one of these guys. And I'm gonna go to the very, I'm gonna go here. I was gonna go to the very back, but I'm gonna put them here between the dates and the deco. And I'm gonna put all the kind of vinyl-y stickers here and the samplers above it. And then it is easy to just pull these out when I need to. So I'm gonna put all the samplers in here. And by all, I guess it's just this one. I'll keep that guy out. So vinyls and then samplers on this guy. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. Let me check one more time for Sterling ink. I think that's all the Sterling ink stickers. So I think that's it, guys. Now I have a stack over here. I've got Laurel Denise stickers. I have Jane's Agenda stickers. I have the Planner Kate stickers. I have Archer and Olive stickers. I've got a bunch of loose stickers that I'm going to do something very similar to this, and maybe it'll just be my like small shop deco stickers, and they will go in this album. I think is what I'm gonna do. And I will, again, like not deal with the proud sticker design. I'm just not ready yet to make a decision on if I'm doing it by brand or by type. But I really like this. I have room to grow. I've got more sheets that I can pull from, and it's really pretty. So I'm happy with having a Sterling ink specific album now. So thanks Planner Kate for giving me that. I think we're gonna call it a video, guys. I know that we were all over the place. We looked over my Planner Kate order. Let's not forget that's where we started, and picking up some albums from her shop, and then transitioning over to organizing my Sterling ink sticker. So I hope that this was a fun video, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm not an expert, but I do have a lot of stuff that I like to play with. So please leave me a comment down below. Questions, for sure, I'm here for you. And come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. I do a lot of reels over there, and those are just quick little tastes of what I'm doing in my planning space, and some of this stuff that I don't want to do like a feature-length film for here on YouTube. I do a short form video over on Instagram and TikTok, actually. I know, cringe, but it's over there too. So come hang out with me over there at The Joyful Sojourn. And then if you want to hang out with me again, I sure hope that you do. If you want to plan with me, if you want to organize with me, then just make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. All right, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video.